Hello students, and welcome to another video of geometrical construction. In today's video, I will demonstrate how to construct an isosceles triangle when given the length of the base and altitude. Now, if you can remember, an isosceles triangle has two equal sides. Also, two angles are equal. All right, so the triangle here is labeled ABC. The base, which is AB, is labeled as 70, and the altitude OC is 90 mm. All right, so on the right here, I have a little example. Of course, it's not accurate, an example of what the triangle looks like, right? The base AB is 70 mm, and the altitude OC is 90. Also, you can remember that the altitude is the vertical height of the triangle, or in other words, the perpendicular distance from the base to the apex of the triangle. And for some of you, if you cannot remember, the vertical height or the perpendicular distance is simply a 90-degree line from the base, right? It's 90 degrees to the base, and it is drawn up to the apex of the triangle. Good. So step one, as we usually do, step one, we draw the base first. And in this case, the base is given as 70 millimeters. All right, so we draw the base AB to the given length, which is 70 millimeters. All right, so that's the first thing we do, 70, which is the same as 7 cm. Now, when we finish with that, we, of course, must label. All right, we must label AB. Good. Now, seeing that we found AB, you might be wondering, what next should we look for? Right, we already have AB. Do we find AC, or do we find BC, or do we look for the altitude? Now, in this case, you were not given the length of AC nor BC. We were given the length of the altitude. So that is what we look for next, the altitude. Now, for this particular triangle, the altitude is drawn from the center of the base to the apex, right? So in order to obtain that altitude, we need to bisect the base, all right? We bisect the base, and again, you can remember that bisecting a line means you're dividing it in half, right? So we scribe our arcs. Before we scribe the arc, we of course need to place the point of the compass at A and open the pencil point to more than half. And then we scribe arc above and below. All right, above and below. And of course, with the same measurement, we go from B and we intersect those two arcs. All right, so we draw another one on top to intersect, and we draw another one at the bottom to intersect also. Then we take our ruler and we draw a line straight through those intersections. All right, we draw a line straight through those two intersections. And point to note, you need to extend the lines. Sorry, extend the line a little bit high above, right? To cater for the 90 mm, because that's a little long. So after we bisect the base, of course, that gives us the center O. All right, that gives us the center O. So now with that center O, we can actually find the length of the altitude. And we normally do that using the pair of compasses, all right? Because remember, we're constructing, right? We're not drawing. So if we were drawing, then we would have taken the ruler and just measure 90 mm. But in this case, we have to show how we obtain that 90 mm. So we open the pair of compasses to 90, place the point at O, and we scribe an arc above. We scribe an arc above, all right? And we label that point C. All right, we label that point C. Now it is very easy from here to obtain the sides. So you simply go from A and you draw a line straight to C. All right, you draw a line straight to C. So from A, you draw the line straight to C. And of course, you do the same, you rotate your instrument and you do the same from C to B. All right, you do the same from C to B. And that will give you your isosceles triangle. All right, that would complete the construction of an isosceles triangle when given the base and altitude. All right, there are no variations as it relates to this construction. This is how it will be constructed once you're given the length of the base and the altitude. All right, so thank you very much for watching. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe.